Michel Leblanc's family moved to a bigger home in Trois-Rivières in anticipation of a new family member. They had already adopted 2 children from China. Now their hopes of adopting another are dashed.
La façon dont ça nous a été annoncé.
The way it was announced to us without any consideration, it's inhumane, she says. Leblanc found out on social media that China was ending its international adoption program.
C'est beaucoup de stress financier.
It's a lot of financial stress. It's emotional stress, she says, because you have to be able to tell the grandparents who won't have a baby. China's foreign ministry didn't provide an explanation. Births in the country have been plummeting for decades because of China's one-child policy. That policy ended in 2016. Chinese couples are now allowed to have up to 3 children.
Population dynamics in China is always as much a demographic issue as it's a political one. Domestic adoption or international adoption is inevitably fraught. It touches on some of the most fundamental questions of human conditions, like who gets recognized, who gets counted.
In Canada, adoptees from China are also trying to process what this news means.
It does feel like an end of an era, and maybe in some ways that's good because if there's less of a need for children to be adopted.
Rottenberg hopes China's new rule on foreign adoptions will not make it harder for adoptees like her to find their birth parents. While for Michel Leblanc, the dream to expand her family.
Pour nous, là, ça va être terminé.
It's hard to kill the hope in your heart, she says, but at the given moment, as humans, there are limits to the grief one can endure. The federal government says it's working closely with its contacts in China to review the country's new policy. Idil Musa, CBC News, Toronto.